It's that time of year again. Hi, I'm Zah'ra. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, welcome. In today's video, we're going to be taking a cheeky little room tour of my second year dorm. So this year, I lived in Walter Gage in a 6-person shared, and this video is just gonna be showing you my room because so in the 6-person shared, you get your own room and then you share a bathroom, a kitchen, and a living room with 5 other people. I'm just gonna show my room to give design inspo, to show you how I set it up. I was fortunate enough to live on the 11th floor this year, and so I got a pretty good view. And yeah, the video is just gonna kind of show you how I set it up and stuff like that. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments and I will try to respond to them. And I will also try to link a lot of the stuff that I used in my room down below, or create some kind of page where you can find them. And yeah, let's get into the video. Welcome to my room. So when you first walk in, this is kind of your view. The camera will not focus enough. It's also a cloudy day, but usually there's like a view of the mountains and it looks really pretty, especially like when the sun's going down, it's up. So if I can get this to focus, because I cannot. There we go. Okay. So this is the room when you walk in. Right here you have this like cupboard. Yeah, it's your closet, cupboard, storage solutions, whatchamacallit. So I kind of just had to turn it into a lot of storage because I was the last to move in, and so a lot of the storage outside and the kitchen was already taken up. So I had to make do with what I had. So up here I have like dishes, so bowls, storage containers, plates. It's a mix of stuff that I had last year, but also more stuff that I had to buy this year because, you know, I moved to a place that had a kitchen, so of course I had to get more stuff. This shelf is obviously dusty. Let's not talk about that. So I have mugs, mason jars, plates that I got from Walmart, dishes from Superstore. Please focus. Please focus. Anyways. I don't know. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so dishes from Walmart and Superstore, and then more stuff that I got, like, that I've collected kind of over time. Down here is more of the same. This, I'm so sad. I recently broke my emotional support mug, and I'm trying to find a way to hang on to it, so I might just have to, like, buy a kintsugi kit off Amazon and put it back together, because she was my favorite mug. I had it for 4 years, and yeah. So this is more like storage. This one's a little more jumbled. I kind of really didn't know what to put here, so I just stored a bunch of stuff here. It's like containers and extra stuff and whatever. Down here is like the main pantry, as I like to call it. There's a lot of like pantry stuff, like paper towels, rice, all that random stuff. Anyways, this entire thing is just like my kitchen storage. Over here we have what I like to kind of call the cart to go. It is a cart. Ignore the garbage over there. But on the top I have kind of like my cereal and tea station. So I have more mugs. I'm gonna move my phone. I have like cereal in here. Over there there's a bunch of tea, sugar, you know, just all that stuff. Down here I have storage containers that have like rice, and I have some granola bars over here and popcorn back there and snacks and all that stuff. And then down there was just where I kind of stored my big pot, and that bin usually had ramen in it. I'm just gonna move that out of the way. That bin had ramen in it, but obviously I've eaten not all. And yeah, so that's the card. This card I got from IKEA, and then the storage containers and stuff were the ones I had last year that I got from Costco. The wire bin down there I got from, not that, this I got from Superstore. And I will try to find links for all of these things and kind of put them below. So moving over here to the closet. Over here, if you can see that, I have a bunch of posters. So a bunch of posters. I have 4 posters. 3 of them I had last year, and they were in my other room tour video. that I shot last year that I just got from a poster sale, and then we added one this year. So it's Mr. Harry Styles and his Harry's House poster. It took me so long to hang up this poster because I just could not decide where I wanted it to go, and ultimately I think I kind of fell in love with like the asymmetry because it was bigger than the other posters. I really just fell in love with the asymmetry that it brought to this entire kind of setup. And so that's on the door of my closet. Above the closet, that's where I did store my suitcases because this room really doesn't come with a lot of storage options, and so the suitcases kind of just had to go above the closet. Anyways, the closet itself is not the most spacious. You make do with it, honestly. It's really just like I have my puffers up here. My puffers are stored in here. Another suitcase is stored in here because I just had that many suitcases that I needed to store. And then down here I have shoes, my laundry basket, a bunch of brown paper bags that I've collected over time from grocery orders and stuff like that. But I really just kind of organized my closet similar to the way I had it last year, where it was like formal. So I just have these 2 white shirts and this other one. And then I started my vest collection, as I like to joke, this year, or last year and this year. So I do have 2 vests that I collected in here, and then there's a lot of like sweaters because even though Vancouver doesn't get like super snowy, it does get chilly, and it did actually snow a couple of times in December and in the beginning of January. So sometimes you never know when you need a sweater. And then of course sweatshirts galore. I really like I think most of them are thrifted. This is thrifted, this is thrifted. And then I have another one that I thrifted recently. And then a couple of them I bought myself, but they were not that expensive. And then of course, some of them were gifted through my scholarship program because, you know, you have to have swag for everything apparently. And then hoodies, which my collection keeps growing, as I like to joke. And then as well, just a couple of dresses. Oh, that's falling off the hanger. Just a couple of dresses that I never really got to wear because of the weather, and just, I don't go out that much, but I still like to have the option in case I wake up one day and I decide to wear dresses. And then I have a couple of abayas back here. So this was my Eid fit. This was just like a black one, a simple black one that I like to keep. And this was another really nice one that I got recently. And then back there is my jacket collection. So most of them old jackets that I already had. This one I got last summer in a clothing haul that I never posted, and then more jackets, as well as like a peacoat that I have back there. The peacoat I don't wear too much just because, like I said, it doesn't get super snowy, but if I'm ever trying to like jazz up my look or, you know, just bring life to it, the peacoat's there. It's giving me some cool outfits, I can't lie. And even though I was really bad with like socials last year and this year, there's some outfits that I can, like, you know, pop up there. And then it has a shelf above. This I really just use to store like miscellaneous stuff. So I have like bedding and towels, a couple of like outfit thingies that I don't wear too regularly but are up there. I have my beanies up there, and this is just more bedding and stuff like that. And then, yeah, that's really the closet. The closet also comes with this handy dandy mirror. I don't use it too much though because it's not the best, and because it's backing the window, you really don't get a lot of sun in there. But it's good for like if you're ever trying to like touch up your look, or you just want to see what you look like, or if you don't have a full-length mirror kind of in your room and, you know, you just need this. Because in the apartment, like out in the common area, there is a big window, but I just didn't like the idea of like having to go out there every time I went to look at my outfit. So this is nice for just a little, you know, touch up look. Anyways, that's the closet. So coming over here, we have my fridge from last year. The bagels are just breakfast. Same fridge from last year, you know, nothing new over there. But something new for this room, I can't speak apparently, are these posters. So these are something that I really fell in love with, and I'm gonna put a picture of what it looks like, what the setup looks like at night. So these are just posters that I got from the annual poster sale actually biannual because it happens twice a year, poster sale, but I got them like really big this time. And then the frames I kind of just got, I got from Walmart. They're about 19 bucks per frame, and I got 2, and I just put them up on the wall with command strips, which have held up really well. And I'm so, like, honestly, yeah, it's amazing. I have no words, but that's that's the way they look. And then over them I have fairy lights because I had a ton of fairy lights from last year. I needed something to do with them, and so I kind of came up with this idea of hanging the fairy lights above the posters. You can't really see it that well because it's super bright outside, but I'm gonna put a picture of what it looks like in the dark, or like a quick video just so you can see. And then the lights as well, I hung up with these like transparent command hook thingies, which hold up really well. And you can move them a bunch if you ever need to like reorganize them, or like something just isn't working and stuff like that. So I have this scissor poster in the frame, and then I have this William Morris one that I just really fell in love with because it was so like flowery and so me. And yeah, it just brings the space to life, and that's like the quirk of my room, I think. And then down here, it's very disastrous, but this is a real representation of my room if you ever walked in it randomly. So I'm choosing to keep it that way. This is the desk, my desk. I can't lie, I didn't really use it that much, but she was just a fixture in the room. The room comes with the desk, the dresser, the bed, of course, and a couple shelves. It also comes with this lamp, so I didn't need to buy that. But I really kind of just would put stuff on here. Like my bag would be on here, my calendar's on here with like all the stuff I have to do, like stuff that I've collected, my pencil case with like all my tech stuff. Yeah, there's really nothing super special about it. It's just a desk that stuff gets done in there. And then in those drawers are really just medication, junk, whatever. I don't even remember what I put in those, but it's just a drawer stuff. And then this chair as well. I don't really like this chair. Well, it's covered in a jacket right now, but I don't really like this chair. It was really creaky. It is really creaky and uncomfortable, but whatever. Moving on, this is probably one of my favorite parts of my room. So in kind of the, I will put a before shot of what the room looks like, maybe at the beginning or the end of this video. But when you walk into the room, there's usually like 3 shelves kind of stacked up on either side. So there's like these things on both sides of the room, and they're removable, so you have the option to kind of move them around and switch them up. So what I did was, instead of having 3 on this side, and I actually got this idea from a friend, instead of having 3 on this side, I took one off and moved one over my bed, which I will show you in a second. But on this side, in my reconfiguration of the room, because you are allowed to move stuff around, I moved a bunch of stuff over because the dresser and the desk were originally like switched and in a different position, and so I moved that around and ended up with this configuration when I moved the shelves. And so I just decided to collect stuff on it, but it was all stuff that was meaningful to me. So on the bottom row is all pretty standard stuff that I had last year: my books, my octopus, my graduation hat, my speaker that unfortunately died on me in like November, but we're still keeping her. We will recycle her at some point. And then up here, this is a hat I also had last year. This is a diffuser thing that my mom got me. It actually lasted really well, or really long, and so I will obviously get rid of that at the end of the year. But there's that. My plastic plants that my first roommate gave to me last year. I still have it. Thank you so much, Maria. This trophy that I got from a social that I attended at work, and it was just amazing, and I wrote on it with marker, and so she just lives here now. But then also I have this vase that I got from Superstore, I think. I don't know if they still sell it, but I got it from Superstore, and it was really nice. And it has a single dead rose in it. not as a metaphor, but because the story behind the rose is really funny. So one day I was sitting downstairs trying to study, and this random girl that I'd never met before came up to me. She gave it to me. She was like, "Oh, you're really pretty, you deserve a rose." And she gave it to me, and I've had it ever since. Now I don't know if there was anything like shifty with that, but it was a compliment. I took it and I ran with it. So the rose has been there ever since. I also have the box on my camera back there. That's not specifically special. I just could not get rid of it, and I needed somewhere to put it, so it's there. I also forgot to mention her unfinished, oh my god, what's it called? Canvas back there. I think it's gonna stay that way for a long time, but don't quote me on that. I do have old candles here as well because I have attachment issues with my candles. I can't ever get rid of them. And then finally, this big white thing is actually an air purifier that I got from IKEA. Excuse me. I got it from IKEA and it's really good. It was 50 bucks, I think. And it's amazing because Walter Gage is close to a lot of the construction at UBC. And so there's not only is there like lots of noises, but then also just the air wasn't the best. And it's like, if you live next to the water, you should have good air. So I bought this air purifier. It was amazing. It is amazing. I will be using it again because duh, why not? But yeah, that's that up there. And then coming down right below those shelves is my dresser. So right on top of the dresser, it is very dusty, but we're gonna ignore that. I have a fan from the same fan from last year. I have my sunset lamp from last year that I got as well. New addition is my jewelry box. So it just holds all my jewelry. It's really easy to travel with, and I did not want a big bulky jewelry box, so I kind of just kept that. This really wasn't a staple until February. I got a package from a jewelry and I just did not get rid of it, so that's why that's there. And then this is just like my everyday jewelry and stuff that I use that I don't want to put back and take back out, and you know, all that stuff. It just makes it easy for my life. This little get ready mirror is what I call it. I also got from IKEA. Surprisingly, I don't use it that much, but it's still nice to have if I ever want to like go somewhere in a hurry and I need like a mirror that's quick and easy to grab to put in my bag. I usually just grab this. She's a nice little like shaped mirror, and I just like the dimensions and the finish of it. Unknowingly, I really kind of picked a lot of stuff with black finish, which yeah, it wasn't very intentional, but here we are. I guess it was intentional. And then in the dresser is just clothes. So pants and bottoms, t-shirts, sweatpants, shorts, all that stuff. And then under the dresser, I have my boot tray from last year. Like I said, I did reuse a lot of stuff from last year because why not? Boot tray from last year that just has, I think it's 2 pairs of shoes that are in there, just because those are shoes that I don't use too much and they needed somewhere to be that wasn't in the closet, so they're down there. And then over there, I have my tower from last year as well that has the air purifier plugged in, as well as the lamp and the fan. And then over here, this gorgeous view of the water from the 11th floor of Walter Gage. It has my heart, it has my heart, it has my heart. It is so amazing. Like I said, you can usually see the mountains, and sometimes there'll be like ships passing, so like cruise ships will go through here, and just, yeah, it's really nice. And I will try to insert some pictures of like what it looks like at sunset and like when it's snowing and stuff like that. It's really pretty. That's all I'm trying to say. Moving over to the, I don't want to call it the grand finale because there's still a little bit more of the room, but the bed. So my bed is pretty similar to the way it was last year. Nothing really changed except for the fact that I added a couple things. So I got a new comforter. I got a blue one, which is pretty like masculine, but I liked it, and it kind of went with what I already had going on. So I did the same thing I did last year, where I got a queen size comforter for the twin XL bed, just because it gives you more comforter to, you know, to live with. So comforter from Target, actually. My mom bought that for me, and the comforter came with the 2 blue pillows on the bed, which I really love. They're really amazing. I still have my comforter from last year, but I really just wanted to switch it up a little bit. And then this blanket was a gift, so I don't really know where it came from. It's the same blanket from last year as well. And then another new addition was my reading pillow. So the gray pillow over here, I got from Superstore. I believe it's amazing. I use it to read. I sleep in it. I sleep on it. It's not in it, on it. It's just amazing, and it's cool. Anyways. So moving on to above my bed, the shelf above my bed is very special to me. She has a lot of, you know, monumental things. So right on the wall, I have 2 sets of frames that have Polaroid pictures, because I just have so many Polaroids that I don't know what to do with them, and I would hate for them to sit in a bag for months and months and months on end. So I just stuck a bunch of them in 2 frames that I also put up with command strips. So frames are also from Walmart. I think these ones were about $10 because they are smaller. So I bought 2 of them, put a bunch of Polaroids in them, and then I also hung up Polaroids as well. These ones are also just more like a random assortment. And then I put them up with the same command hooks that I used for the fairy lights over the big frames. And so usually at night, and I won't insert a picture, usually at night it's usually on and it's lit up, and it's like a little oasis over the bed, which is really nice. And then I also have this sign over my bed, like right in the middle, that says "Good friends turn rainy days into sunny rays." And this is a sign that I thrifted with my mom, I'm pretty sure. We just were in the thrift store one day and she found it and she was like, that would be really cute. And so we bought it. It's also hung up with the same command strip. And I used to have it over on the other shelves before. And one day I was trying to reach for something and I knocked it over and it fell and it ended up with a bunch of cracks in it. But I couldn't bring myself to throw it out. So she's still here. And then on the shelf, yeah, just a lot of, if I started to explain a lot of this stuff, we would be here for a long time. But it's more of the same stuff that I have from last year with a couple of additions. I have a couple of cards that I got. So a thank you card, and this is also a thank you card. It's just more quirky. Sunglasses that I bought last year, Polaroid pictures, tickets. So this one is from it was an opera. It's so my friends and I went to the VSO, which is the Vancouver Symphony Orchestra performance, and it was a movie night performance where you watch the movie and they play the soundtrack. It was really cool. So we watched Black Panther, so I have my ticket from that. This is a customized ticket that my friend got me for when we went to go see Ray in concert for the My 21st Century Blues tour. It was really amazing. It was my first ever concert. Yeah, it was great. And then back there, that's a program for a play that I saw recently called King Misu, which is an African retelling of the Oedipus Rex story. So that was pretty cool. It was actually really nice. My friends were in it. It was amazing to watch, and it was, yeah, can't say any bad thing about it. Back there I also have my Polaroid that hasn't seen the light of day in a couple months, but anyways, she's there. We love her. And then I have driver cards. I'm like overly excited for those. But yeah, I got Mercedes-AMG driver cards recently, I think back in January, and so I just have a Lewis Hamilton one as well as a George Russell one, and yeah, it brings me joy. I'm a big F1 fan, so it's really nice to have like some significance of, you know, that part of my life in my room, and that's really amazing. And then of course the frame, the legendary frame that has baby pictures of me and my brother. In the interest of time, I'm going to like speed through the rest of this. Oh, so moving down here, this is a side table that I use as my nightstand. I got the side table from IKEA. That is my kettle down here. It is just easiest to leave it there because I drink tea a lot, and moving it back and forth was starting to irk me, so she stays there. Side table / nightstand from IKEA. It just has books on there, a project that I'm working on, candles. This is another like nifty thing that I did where there's an outlet right next to my bed, and that's usually where I charge my phone. And so what I did was I stuck another one of these clear, you can't really see it, but it's there, clear command hooks on there, and it just holds all my wires to plug into the one outlet, and it's really nifty. It's really amazing. And then down here I have the same sunflower bath mat from last year because it needed somewhere to go, and I could not get rid of it, so she's down here. And then probably my most exciting part, no, it's not the most exciting, but one of my favorite things about my room is this mirror that I bought. Last year I really wanted a full length mirror, but I never got around to buying it, and so I made it my mission to do that this year. And I can't lie, I call it a very ghetto setup because it just kind of is, but it works and she gets the job done. So this is I'm gonna step back so you can see it fully. It's a full length mirror. Usually when there's not stuff in front of it, I can like see my whole body. And I got her from IKEA. She actually was cheap for a mirror of her kind of standard, so from IKEA. And then I just propped her up on a cardboard box that you can't see right now, but because I was too scared to put it on the wall, moment of honesty, too scared to put it on the wall because I thought it was gonna fall and shatter, which really scared me. But then also I didn't potentially want anything to rip the paint when I went to go take it off, and so I decided to not put it on the wall. And then kind of, yeah, she just is. She gets the job done, and she gives you amazing photos, and yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about her. Right next to it is a bathrobe. Oh my god, you know, you've reached that age and like you can officially call yourself old when you're excited about small things like bathrobes. So on the day we went to go buy this mirror, me and my friends, we saw this bathrobe at IKEA, and I was like, I want that. And so we bought it, and it's been amazing. Also because I'm in a 6-person shared this year, you have to walk to the bathroom. And like, I know all my roommates, it's chill, but like, I just don't like the idea of walking around with a towel like wrapped around me. And so I bought a bathrobe, and my life has been so easy. Funny story, one day I locked myself out of my room because each room has a like number keypad that you have to put your student number in. I accidentally left my key in my room and the door shut, and I went to go take a shower. And so whenever that happens, you have to go down to the front desk to get a new key because there's little key cards. And thankfully I had the bathrobe on so I could go downstairs. But imagine if I was in a towel. Exactly. So everyone get a bathrobe. I would say it's on the list for things that I would, you know, recommend. If I ever get around to making that video of my like back to school list of like things you need in the dorm, it'll definitely be on there. But anyways, so this is from IKEA, and then it's hung up on this hook that like suctions to the wall. So it's not a sticky one. It just suctions to the wall. And I also got that from IKEA. It came in a pack of 2, I think. So I used this one here, and then the other one's in the bathroom. And I don't think I'm going to show you all the bathroom just because I don't want this video to be too long. But yeah, they're amazing. They've served their job, served their purpose, and yeah, I love them. And then finally, this is kind of just the other side of the closet. Really just holds a bunch of random stuff. So I have a bag up there, I have a steamer, my switch, a diffuser, and then this is kind of the middle part was like where I stored a lot of my skincare, hair care, perfume, makeup, you know, just all that stuff. And then down there is what I called like a miscellaneous box. So in this box had like my heating pad, extra stuff, extra pads, you know, all that stuff. And then on the floor, I do have this beautiful praying mat that was gifted to me, and I love it very much. And then, you know, that's just the door. And then on the door, I have my tote bag collection that I think grew by 1 this year. 2 actually, because the second one's over there. Even though I had vowed to stop buying tote bags. Well, I didn't buy them, they were gifted. So my tote bag collection grew by 2. This one I made into my swim bag because, you know, just swim. And finally, after 2 years of living in the city, I was forced to buy an umbrella, which I don't know how I feel, but hey, better to be safe than sorry. And so yeah, the hook though, I think it was already here when I moved in, so I'm not sure like what the specifics of that are, but yeah, that is the room tour. This room served me very much as people like to, you know, say Walter Gage is crappy. I made it my own and she served me, and I'm kind of sad to be moving out, but also onto better things, you know what I mean? So, and so yeah, that's the room tour for this year. If you have any questions about, you know, Walter Gage, 6-person chairs, how I decorated anything, please let me know. Leave them down in the comments and I will try to get to them. But I absolutely love making these, even though I procrastinate. For example, it is end of April and I'm just now filming this, but yeah, I hope this video was kind of insightful, gave you some ideas, but also you know, gave you a vision into what a 6-person shared room looks like. And I know it's different for everyone. People have different design ideas, but I hope you were kind of able to find some inspiration in this video, things you want to do, things you potentially don't want to do. And yeah, thanks for watching. Till next time.